All right, everyone, we got one more step to go, and my um computer is slow, so bear with me here. We need to, wish I could see. I got it so small so that we can see the largest screenshot here in the microscope that we can. Here you go. Look at over here, this little nematode. Now, here is what I really don't know about this sample. I took two samples. I believe this is the sample that I was using to take the pH reading. And so maybe, I don't know what the best pH is for nematode, but this little guy is not moving around. So did he die in that pH range or what happened? We can zoom in on him to see if we can get an ID, which I don't think we can because I think that is his head stuck in the debris. I think he's hiding from us there. See? Oh, he may be waking up too. I don't see him moving. Stomach contents looks like if he did pass away, it wasn't that long ago. Okay. We can go on up to the 400X. I see some, either they are flagellates or ciliates. There's one down there working away and one over there working away. Let me go to 400X. We'll look at this nematode a little bit closer. Here she comes, and she, still has her head buried. So it does not look to me like we're going to get much out of her. But I sometimes think, jeez, look at how fast that rolls. Okay, now let's scoot over here and let me check his tail. Her tail. Oh, it's very long tail. And what I'm finding, because I ordered those nematodes that were, looks like she's backing up, possibly backing up a little. Those nematodes that were the predatory, and they had a shorter tail. That right there, that little bump, I believe that's telling me that's a female nematode. But her mouth parts ain't moving. Okay, let's zoom back out and we'll just kind of look around some larger things here. Oh, unless you want to just keep looking at this darker. Looking at closer up at the bacteria, and I wanted to kind of zoom out and then you could find maybe another nematode to look at. Look around, see that long tail. I'm going to say that's maybe bacterial feeding omnivore, and maybe we threw the pH so far out of whack that, see how when I get around these large clumps, my microscope camera does not like those. What's that? Oh my. You see how they're zooming around like crazy? That's looking like a very anaerobic condition. And it most likely is because had that water in that pH thing for a little while. It was not aerated. I'm looking to see if that's a fungal hyphae there. It's some sort of fungal hyphae. For sure. For sure. It's not really super straight. So it may be an omycete. More looking like an omycete, not an actino, because that would have been way too wide for actino. So, but the mycete has different, it's non-uniform in structure. So I'm gonna say Not a good one, but maybe that just started growing once we got into the anaerobic conditions here. Because of these things zooming in and out, that's telling us we got let's get to maybe looking in that level of where it may be that these things are zooming up at the top of the slide, going like that. We're just going to zoom in and zoom out and see what we see. Whoa, something just kicked us off. I'm really not sure why. Tote view. Come on back. Huh. Interesting. Okay, do it again. I hope our video is even recording here now. I'll come to the top. Let's see what we got floating up at the top, zooming around. There you can see some microbes moving. My screen is definitely being choppy. Time for a new computer. Well, that'll have to be on the wish list. So what is that coming here now? I mean, you know, I'd love to know, and I can't really get a good focus on it, no matter if I'm going up and down, but it was pretty big, whatever it is. Wow, and another one zooming through there. So definitely got some stuff here moving fast, which is normally a sign of anaerobic and low oxygen conditions. But it's just super hard. And this is also very, very congested. We should dilute this down some more. It's almost like too much here for you to even be able to really zoom in on one thing. Maybe these are just a gazillion flagellates just going to town. There I went. They go so fast. Okay. Normally, when I'm looking at the bacteria as far as spirochetes and spirillum, like right in this area, you would see them very easily. You can focus on them. So I'm not seeing those at all. Look at there. Long thing. I don't know. Is that a lactobacilli? Crazy. And we don't have to identify all of these. We just need these markers. There's just certain markers that we look for. We don't need to know their names and things like that. We just need to know that they're indicative of, say, low anaerobic. Or now, if we're giving a bio, look and see that going like that. I would love to be able to zoom in on him back and forth, but he looks pretty big. There's one there too going. Here he comes. I'm not going to be able to get him. My computer has way too much of a delay. It's right there. I think it's a huge lactobacillus. There he goes. There's a bunch of them. Oh, they're going everywhere, whatever they are. I think they're a big lactobacilla. Okay, if anybody else comes across this video, you can let me know. Wow, whatever that one was like the size of a snake. I don't think it's spirochetes. They're way small, way small. These are way bigger that are coming through here now. There gotta be like some sort of a flagellate, probably. It's swimming something. I don't know. These are way bigger than bacteria. There. Oh, it just looks like a very large lactobacillus. And that's one thing you have to do is count the different sizes even, because different species are different sizes. So I feel like we have really, really good bacterial diversity in this sample, at least. Well, that guy there, see how he has a corkscrew shape. It's very large though, if it is spirillum, for what I have seen, but I would say that's a spirillum there. He's just not moving very fast. He's stuck, I think. I want to see if you guys can see what I'm seeing right here. See how he's trying, but he can't really turn. He's trying to corkscrew back and forth. So I believe that's spirillum. Okay. So spirillum is one that we do know is a low oxygen type of a bacteria. So we need to work on, well, I'd left this one in that water for like 3 days. So that would be why this one's really bad there with that. Okay, so see that guy swimming by? See how big he is? I think that's lactobacillus swimming like that. Woohoo! He is humongous. So we've really taken good care of him. Slow moving. Here he goes off to the side. I'm sure that's what that is. I'm sure this is another one coming through right here. See that spirillum? He's kind of trying to go, but he's stuck in his area there. Okay, so I'm glad we got to see that. That'll be the conclusion of this one. This was our one with the pH that's very basic. So for some reason, I wouldn't think that lactobacillus would be thriving in a base-like type of condition, but that's okay. Guess it does. More research that I need to do. And maybe that's why that spirillum just isn't. Normally, he would be shooting back and forth and shooting back and forth. I think he's not doing well in this environment. So we could go on. Let me zoom out and see, you know, at the 40 time magnification. Just to kind of see our different fungus that was in here. Ooh, maybe. And so I'm seeing some funguses coming out of this big aggregate right over here. This big aggregate. My microscope camera just, I don't have $1 million camera. If anybody wants to purchase me one, that'd be great. But so the camera has trouble when we go through. So see this nematode again here. She is croaked. And I believe it's because one, there's so nematodes do all right in water, but I believe it's because of that, maybe all that lime. Come on. Oh, that I went the wrong direction. Woohoo. Those are both white objective rings. So one, let me look again at 40. I'm looking for that nematode. Okay. And then I want to zoom in on the nematode. Focus and then see if I can find her. There she is. See, we're going to try to get down to her mouth and identify her. She looks like she's got good content in her stomach, but then again, I think that fragmented stomach like that means there may have been a fungus that has infected them. Okay, we'll go to the 400 next. All right, we're zooming in on her. Ugh, darn, I went too far. She's right there. I can bring her down to the center, hopefully. Then we'll start focusing a little bit. And like this sample, okay, good. You see that testate amoeba? Jumped right out there. Okay, I hope my pointer. Okay, can you see with the pointer? Let me put the annotations up if I can get them to come. Somebody please buy me a new computer. I'm kidding, but not really. Because if somebody doesn't, I'm gonna go do it for myself. I get frustrated with these slow things. Okay, I'm gonna circle him. Testate amoeba. Okay, now here is our mouth to our nematode. So we will zoom in and out. And as you can see, I'll go ahead and draw. Okay. She does have a wide opening. Try to kind of trace what I'm trying to show. See this opening here? And then there's this opening here. And it's not a super cylindrical tube. There's actually a big opening there. That's going to tell us she's going to fit large things in. So, a bacterial feeding omnivore. She will eat the bacteria, but she will also eat other things in her area that she can fit in her mouth. Okay, then we have some test date amoeba, I think cyst. Amoeba cysts, probably because the environment is going way too anaerobic and there's too much water here for what they like. There is a ciliate coming down here. Wanted to say hi. Okay, that's it for this one. You got to see a couple different things. I don't want to keep it too long, and I will shut this off if my computer will let me. We're gonna stop the share. Woohoo! Okay, that's it, guys. We'll see you back in the next video under the scope, and we're gonna be looking at just a sample from one of our bins. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Thanks for stopping by the Carbon Flip here at my microbial farm.